Hello everybody, this is Big Daddy Rocker Gamer, and this is another episode of Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3, The Misadventures of Robin and Locksley. In this episode, we're going a little bit further in. I am a little bit sick, also I'm talking to you from the editing room because I for some reason did not get proper audio here.
Hells, that yowling bleeds the ears. Bloody human. No offence, mind, just that ain't entertainment.
I suppose you could do much better.
Don't need to, mates. We already got the greatest start there is, and it ain't no warbling. It's chicken chasing.
Sounds ominous for the chicken. Chicken chasing? What?
Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mates. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Sound easy? It ain't. Come back when that half-wit's done wailing and find out.
Yeah, I might not do that. But okay, good. Now I have a retirement plan. Professional chicken chaser.
Goblin kind will tease you and throat you and redden.
I was looking around here and I'm wondering about what to do. I figured out I want to see what this guy's got.
Let's hope we find him in one piece.
He doesn't seem to be growing anything big, does he? Nah. So what do I do about that?
Goblins. Not a shred of dignity to be found among them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it.
Chook. You believe you can survive without me?
On second thought, you should stay with me.
A practical choice.
Yeah. A little bit of a misclick there. Made Lazelle.
No, go inside. Inside, boring.
I believe you, mate. I believe you. Made Lazelle doubt my capability of judgment there for a short while. Don't worry, Lazelle. I still need someone to act as my pincushion.
Just having a bit of fun. Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We got him now, eh? And once the whelp starts singing,
Alright.
you'll know who sent them.
So now I'm inside. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I'm just sort of
Some real fun.
working things out as I go. As I believe I said in the first episode, this is more or less a...
Ain't no party in here. We're doing the absolute's work. State your business. Now.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Probe her thoughts.
Can't be here to see the true souls. Those types don't even bother to wait.
I got an audience with the one in charge. Well, I'm here to see one of the true souls.
Well, I didn't say that. But you'll need to be more specific, mate. Absolute's blessed us with 3. You here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow?
I'm here for an audience with a drow.
Audience is right. She's an uppity one and no mistake, but she knows her business. She's in telling the war chiefs what's what. Next raid's gonna be a big un, I hear.
Alright.
Bloody racket.
So we got past.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
What's the problem?
Selûne's a bad omen. Just look what's befallen her temple. Though, I'll grant it must have been impressive once, in all its profane glory. I wonder what happened. No matter. I'll breathe easier once we're clear of this place.
Selûne? A bad omen? Hardly. What's really the matter?
We don't have time for this. Besides, I already explained myself.
Ah, just let the matter rest. She has her secrets. I can talk to her in camp.
Damned goblins. Monsters. Every last one. The kind I was culling from Sword Coast hamlets just a 10 days ago.
He's the Goblin Slayer. Never seen the Goblin Slayer without a mask.
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think?
I'm a bard, of course. With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil?
Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost will be too great.
Don't worry, I have no interest in the devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how deals with the devil tend to go.
They're just having a bit of fun. Aye, so much fun that those fiends almost got past.
Alright, now let's start exploring this massive, big,
More Selûne idolatry.
I hesitate to say it, Selenite Goblin Dump? Yeah, I suppose that's it.
Priestess? That's because she chose me.
But as I was saying, I never seen the Goblin Slayer without his armor. Who knew it was Will all along? And, what are we seeing here?
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know.
Oh.
But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
No. I ain't gonna be party to this.
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say we'll take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I'm taking over. Your sloppy handiwork is going to kill the prisoner too quickly. Now, of course I go for detect thoughts. Do I have rerolls? Yeah.
What do you think you're doing? You're trying to get into my head?
My own bad decision.
I'll teach ya.
And here I was expecting the entire room to get hostile. But it's just these two guys, thankfully.
On I go.
And this is when I learned that, okay, it's actually
I am
possible to
death.
fight things segmented.
Let my name be known.
And yeah, Action Surge is not really that good, is it? It's just once per short
Nothing
rest.
important is ever easy.
And I was so expecting this guard to join, and there he did.
Fearless.
He just sort of wandered in. And now I was expecting him to fit, because
finding my way.
missile snaring is just too damn good. And there comes another one. And now I'm thinking, oh lord, I have a last stand situation here. So now I just gotta make sure I do as much as I can with what little I have. And I realized Firebolt does more damage than the Radiant thing. And there's no difference between them in hit percent, so I just go for it. And Lae'zel is gonna walk across this mud. That's not gonna end well, is it? Lae'zel is... I was wondering to see how I can solve this situation. But I think I eventually just try to walk on her.
Make way.
No one seems to be doing these shove actions really good. But it is what it is. I gotta get Robin out of
Blood
the
comes
acid,
easy these days.
and then
Have to keep going.
take another missed shot. Let's see what else happens. As I mentioned in the start, I've been sick for
No time to
more than
waste.
a week with both my son and then my wife, and now me. We sort of taking overlapping turns being sick. So it's been almost 2 weeks since I recorded this, but I haven't actually had the possibility of sitting down and doing the editing until now. So I hardly recognize this episode because it's so long since I recorded it.
On my way. Victory awaits.
But yeah, at least it was just this short fight.
Wonder if the
There
gods are
wasn't
watching
more
me.
wandering guards coming across me in the middle of this. It's a little bit funny because after all it's an open area. There should be enemies coming in here. And again, I pressed the wrong button because I wanted to find the button to highlight
hiding here?
clickables. I still haven't found that. I don't even know if there is one.
Please, let me out. There's no reason for this.
Pick the lock. Nah, use the keys, of course. Use the keys.
The lock clicks and opens.
That's alright.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. should be able to make it to the grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger.
That's alright. I just have a few. Have you seen a druid called Halsin?
Halsin? I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive.
You came looking for the night song, didn't you?
Yes. It should be here somewhere. They said there was a hidden passage underneath this temple. The place was supposed to be abandoned, but when we arrived...
What else do you know about the temple? Any other treasure?
I'm not sure. All I know is there's a passageway to the night song. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. I have to go. I have to get out of here.
What does the night song do exactly?
I don't know. The boss didn't say. He just said some wizard called Leroacan would reward us if we found it. That's all.
Alright, go home. Picking up mushrooms and goblin cave, what could possibly go wrong? Adventurous
Maybe
logic,
I need
you
more
know.
pockets.
Now, I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Everybody getting acided.
There is work to do.
Have a lot
I'm
on my
seriously
mind.
running low on
And, well,
resources.
in it.
A long way to go still.
I figured, okay, I have a couple of health potions left. Let's just trade them around. And
Sharp as ever.
press on just a little bit more. I give it to Robin. And yeah, trade back. I don't want anyone else to carry the ladders we find.
Let's move.
So I realize here that
If not over,
I am running
then through.
dangerously low now on all of my resources. And I have no idea where I am, what's happening, and how to advance this plot. And there's too many plots going on. I need to find Halsin, I need to find Karlak, I need to stop the goblins or infiltrate the goblins or sabotage the goblins or join the goblins or something like this. I know Minthara is the drow they talk about, but I have no idea where Minthara is.
Most would think us mad for wandering right into the middle of a goblin war clan. I suppose that goes to demonstrate just how desperate we are.
That artifact seems to be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it?
You could say that. And yes, I still have it.
Why is it so important to you? Curious that you just happen to have an item that you... Okay. I don't know what happened there. But I think I just chose not to press it. Let her have her secrets. She's the sort of lady that would get more frustrated the more you press instead of opening up. She's not the one who caves, I think. So, now I'm wondering a little bit. Does it say that I have to go back out for finding Halsa? But I figure, okay, let's just press in further, see if we can find the drow at least. Advance some sort of plot line. Anything.
Yeah. The scrying eye was looking at me all strange.
Nothing interesting in the
Right. What would
sarcophagus.
some drow
That's a
wizard
shame.
in Moonrise want to look at you for?
What's in here? Warg. Hold. Okay. So we're going in to see if there's wargs here. I mean, I did say in a previous episode I always wanted to see some up close. So here we are. Let's see someone up close.
Lucky.
They don't seem very talkative. Couple of wargs here. Some of them bearing very Norwegian names. And then there's a bear. Is it the bear that we've been hearing about all day, or?
See? It squealed! Hit it again!
Keep your hands steady, 3.
Stop them! Free me!
Again! Again! Make it squeal again.
What the hell is he doing? Ah, he's helpless. Let him go.
It's staying right here. The beast came in here with those robbers, killed Dink and Minch too. Boss is thinking of serving it to the wargs. But first, 3 more stones. Make it nice and bloody.
Yeah! Hit his head! I want to hear more noises.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I'm putting you in. Stop it.
How dare ya?
Release me! Get rid of them!
Attack the goblins.
Time for blood!
So, let's see. That's a good start. Getting Robin up in position to fire at well. It's a miss, unfortunately. Ah, the wargs are not loose. They have to actually get out.
You bow.
Lae'zel goes up, and she just downs him because Lae'zel is hardcore.
Got to move.
Fireballs on the number 3 hit. And down he goes. Or she. I don't really know with goblins.
No holding back.
They all sound like
Fleet of foot.
gremlin children for me. Which is such a sad thing to say. Now, here comes the bear. I'm sure this is Halsa. It has to be Halsa, right? Of course it's Halsa. I've been in the... I'm talking to you from the editing room. I know it's Halsa. I wasn't sure when I came here, but I was pretty certain that, I mean, how many other bears could there possibly be? And I figured even if it wasn't Halcyon, it would probably be a good idea to be
Alright then.
on the inn with the good bear. And haha, I forgot I don't have ranged flourish yet. My bad. And she struggles to move. So we're just setting her up with wacky twacky. Oh, and Robin takes some serious damage. Now, I found that Shadowheart is ironically best when she doesn't do the shadow stuff.
This
she
is
just
my
does the burn
time.
stuff. That's when she's at her best. And Will, just Eldritch blasting away, is doing an amazing job. He's very accurate. He hits crazy hard. And yeah. I generally enjoy having him on the team. I've heard that he's not very big on story, but it is what it is. So, we have summons coming out. When it comes down to summons, always take out the summoner, because that's generally a good way of disrupting the summons and sending those monsters back. So, that's exactly what I figure I'll do. Just get up. Now, here we go, another Eldritch Blast, and I miss, I think. Yeah, I missed.
What should I do?
And Shadowheart comes around. She hits, but does so little damage. I don't know what kind of dance Halcyon is doing back there, but Here comes a web too, because why not? And my dear goblin, you should not engage Lae'zel in melee. She will beat you 9 times out of 10. Because Lae'zel is dangerous. I think this was when I realized that Flourish just allows me to hit with melee for now. Because I haven't yet picked the bard specialization. And here comes the ward, which allows Halcyon to do stuff. And as I said, don't engage Lae'zel in melee when you're a goblin. She will murder you. That, however, was a clever ward. Engage her when she's down. Shadowheart's not doing too.
This is my time.
Amazing.
Coming through.
Better than nothing. Will gets out of the web. And I figured, let's start blasting the ward. And Will blasts hard. Halcyon engages the other ward. He can solo that. Now, new round coming up.
Try me.
I figure out I need to engage in a little bit of fencing with a flourish. And the flourish hits for 2 damage. Of course, the flourish. Lizelle is up, and she has a 70% chance to hit, and she does. Let's activate second wind for her because we don't want her to take too much damage and go down again. And she kills the ward on the counterattack. It's just insane. She's so strong for a level 3 character. But that's usually the way the game goes. And at these levels, fighters and barbarians are just insane.
Battle favors the fearless.
Somewhere around 5 to 7 it tends to even out. And once you hit 12 or past, it's just wizards, clerics, and druids, and sorcerers who dominate late game. And the 5th edition is no exception, really. Simple fact is, spellcaster have access to a resource no other class has. Martial classes don't have. Spells. And spells eradicate problems. That's what they do.
I am fury. I am death.
And if you don't
This is your
need to
end.
worry about a problem, because you have this, okay, granted, limited resource that erases the problem, then all the more power to you.
Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. Not only do you speak with a bear, but you free it too? A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic.
Maybe a little bit
Either
of
way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halcyon.
I don't remember what I picked here. Glad to be of help, I think. No, you're Halcyon? The Master Halcyon of the Grove?
Yes, but just Halcyon will suffice. Unbecoming to demand honorifics from the one who saved my hide.
Glad I could be of help.
I must admit, I didn't expect anyone would come to my aid. Who in their right mind would infiltrate a goblin-infested temple? Unless... that look in your eyes. I've seen it before. Are you feeling all right? Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible?
I don't know. Maybe the process was interrupted.
Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. It's no coincidence that you found me here, I'll wager. You're after a cure for this parasite. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles, but I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. and it's where you'll find your cure.
This magic isn't typical of how mind flayers procreate.
No, this is different. Altered. The magic used is beyond me. It's either not of this world or so ancient as to be lost to even nature's memory.
Tell me what you learned about the tadpole's origins.
I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated.
You seem to know a lot about this. Will you come with me to Moonrise?
I wish I could, but there's still work I've yet to finish. Blood I've yet to spill. I've no right to ask more of you, but if you could help me, I'd be free to join your journey to Moonrise. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected.
All right. How do I help?
My thanks. If you prevail, I'll owe you the debt of a lifetime. Rare is the beast that survives decapitation. Help me eliminate the Drow Minthara, the hobgoblin Draw Ragslin, and that perversion of a priestess, Gut. They are the ones holding these parasites together. Remove them, and nature will cure itself.
Having a shape-shifting bear druid at my side might make things easier.
Be warned. My presence could make things more difficult. I can only restrain my bear form so much. I won't be able to help but attack goblins. If I join you, we'll likely have to slaughter this entire place. You may want to use discretion when approaching the goblin leaders.
Stay here then.
May Sylvanus guide your hand. Focus on the leaders. That's all it will take to restore the balance here.
Alright, let's loot. Not very much interesting to find, but here we have something. Linebreaker boots. Prison key. Great axe. Nothing. Probably nothing.
Let's
here
have a
as
look.
well. Yeah. But I figure I should go bring some more warg meat and check out the dead
Have
one
to keep
down
going.
here. And I have a scimitar. Great. Fantastic. Now I feel very accomplished. So I'm saving. Because F5 is my best friend. It's a lesson deeply learned I will not forget. So, checking around the room, seeing what else is in here. Not finding anything useful. Checking the wooden chest. Maybe. Beastmaster's chain. Okay, cool. Grab it. Some meat. Bones. Don't need that. I'm not making soup on human bones. Suspicious meat. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Shouldn't be touching that. Now, I figured this place, I should not be able to rest. I mean, seriously, this is not a good place to rest, is it? So, naturally, what do? I set up camp and I rest here, because why not? I'm just gonna walk around here and pick up some suspicious meat. Because I just can't help myself. Yeah, let's go to camp. And I see Gale is yearning to talk to me. I'm looking to see if I find Halsin here, but he doesn't seem to be in this camp.
Very well.
Speak.
No.
I don't have more to say.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
I see. I think I might have a duck leaf in my bag, or some medicinal berries.
Thank you for the offer, but the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Wait, what? Your illness causes you to consume raw magic? I'm going to need the details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
Where do you suggest we get that?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard won such an item. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Why exactly would I risk either of those things for a wizard? I barely know.
Valid question. If not out of the simple goodness of your heart, then perhaps your own self-interest might be sufficient motivation. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
Very well. I'll do my best to get you what you need.
As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
Oh, I'm sure I am. Yeah, okay, let's give him something. Let's see how this works. These are the boots I just picked up. They're a blue item. I wanted to give them to Lae'zel, but sure. Let's give him to Gale.
Thank you.
So, Gale eats magic. Should have left him in the portal.
Oh, that hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant. to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
That condition of yours is a very expensive one. But, yeah, I'm happy to be of help.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
So,
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it.
of course.
I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure.
I agree with him. How does someone become a vampire exactly?
Who knows?
Oh.
Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Tell me about your history. No, how does someone become a vampire exactly?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire.
In theory. Really?
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
So, about you biting me.
I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble.
I need to know how we'll feed you in the future.
No innocence. You have my word. Only villains that we need to kill anyway. After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons. Teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead.
Sounds good. Glad we agree.
Sounds good. Glad we could agree.
As am I. I'm starting to feel a little peckish already.
Alright, I'm leaving. He's told me that. Let's see what.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it.
Fair enough.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine.
Wine mom.
We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for
I'm
me.
telling you, if she was in the modern world, she would be a 30-something, 3 kids, single mom drinking wine. How am I holding up in your estimation?
Fine. What's on your mind?
I'm not holding up in your estimation.
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Something you're not telling me, I'm sure of it.
There's something you're not telling me, I'm sure of it.
I don't know what you mean.
When we entered the old Temple of Saloon, you reacted unusually. Even for you.
Reacted unusually.
It's nothing. Really.
So it is something. We have to be honest with each other. Nah. I'm not pushing it now. Okay. Fair enough. So, one last check up on Lazelle, I think, and then we go to bed.
Let's see. Will Lazelle have anything to say now?
Gale is positively voracious. Well, let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki's silver sword.
Yeah. I actually kind of agree with that. Silver swords are very expensive.
Seems simple enough.
I think that's enough.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Wipe sweat from my brows.
Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
Chukil Gake Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others. Then, myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
We're just exhausted. Lower the blade before you do something foolish. Yeah, come on. Lower your hand. Lower your blade.
I cannot trust my own mind. So it seems I must trust yours. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Very cheerful.
She is, intense.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
And I think that's the other avatar I made in the first episode, isn't it?
Yes,
I know
you
you've
have.
also heard it before.
I saved you before.
And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry.
Be happy.
You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
Take the hand offered to you. I mean, I created her, so she should be a good ally. I hope. We'll see.
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us,
You must learn to wield it. A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are
Or
losing.
maybe, no, it's Cyric.
For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential.
Ball, Bane, or Cyric?
I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back.
I don't remember which one.
Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
It's been a while since I played Baldur's Gate 2, but that was definitely a Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 throwback. That was one of the dead gods. And I do not remember which one. So, I can consume parasites. That's cool, I suppose. It's like eating tiny little worms. Makes me think of Conan the Barbarian. One of the antagonists of Conan the Barbarian, he turned living beings into maggots that he had to feed on. Marvel demon. He had quite a lot of story arcs with Conan. They generally didn't like each other. Now I'm trying to find out where this parasite is.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Open your mind to the tadpole.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
I have no idea how to use these powers, but okay. Now I'm just searching in the menu to try to figure it out. I don't actually see the small
Let's get
button
going.
at the top of the minimap.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Like, and I'm like, where are my new lifted powers? I wanna use my new powers. Why do I not have any powers here? I have to run down to Lae'zel. I figured
First
out
step
if I
is the hardest.
just pre-buff before I leave camp, then that's a good thing, right? Don't have to do it later. And everybody will have long strider up until next time I take a long rest. And it doesn't matter if I switch any of them out, all of them have it. But I saw the most important party member. And of course I'm willing to use a spell slot for him. The goodest boy.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I'm sorry about what happened to your master.
Master? Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Aw. He needs pets. He's the goodest boy. You know, I don't need anything more. We should just leave here and find a nice place to settle down, and Scratch can live wherever I choose to live, and
never a dull moment.
We can settle it from there. No need to do anything else. Now, leave camp. I'm looking around the menus again. It's been so long. And then I find this. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There's something here. How do I do this? Now I'm like wondering. This is a new set of powers. I have no idea how it works. So I gotta figure out this stuff. I feel concentrated blast sounds good. Well, maybe I should go for some passives first. That unlocks 2 more things. And so I'm wondering, okay, how does this work really? Luck of the Far Realms. Charm. Charm sounds fun. Transfuse health, psionic overload. Then I'm starting to look, okay, what does it actually open for me? And now I'm like, okay, no idea what to do next. Perilous Stakes, healing, Shield of Thralls. There's a lot of fun stuff here, I think. But we'll have to wait and see.
Eager for battle.
What's next?
Yeah.
The pride of the gate.
They're not interested in opening their brain. And that's what I think is why we can choose point of view from some of these characters, because they are all able to do this. I might be wrong. Now, it's time to get back. Step outside of this prison camp and, you know, leave camp. Go back to fighting goblins and stuff. Back in the work pens, and all the dead bodies are
Never
back
wanted
here,
the
so I
easy
assume
path.
Halson is also here. But I figure, okay, let's just go out and see if anything's changed. Somehow I don't think that.
Do you think the dwarf is ready yet?
But
I'm hungry.
here we are, nonetheless. So, the goblin leaders rescue the druid. I find the Githyanki crash. The crash is pretty far away. I still haven't found Karlach. Don't know what to do. So, let's just go down and see what we find. Here's the priestess. That's one to assassinate. Right, right.
At least give me a sword! We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead in hero. Get down there and stop complaining!
And here we are. What is this? Oh, that's the other guy we need to assassinate.
Shh! Let's hope this gives us some answers.
Silence. You'll interrupt the ritual.
Are they doing a speak with dead ritual? Yes, they are. But I figure out, let's see if there's anything lootable before I go down. Or if I should fight this room, do I have a height advantage or anything? I figure out that I shouldn't do any of that because I will probably aggro stuff, so yeah. I'm not gonna rob them, because that's not gonna help me. So let's see what they're up to. What's going on here? That was the long way around Robin.
Shugan al Shukok, O Taisho Kek Doors! I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute!
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Shugan al Shukok!
This is the big boss. Strike him down.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon, and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
Study the corpse. Was this the mind flayer that tortured you?
This mind flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
Let's click on my side.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp.
Oh, really?
Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp.
I know this magic. Hand me the scrolls and I can do the talking.
Then take it. Absolute knows I'm not getting anywhere.
You read aloud the words on the scroll. The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing.
Who is the Absolute?
Ragslin frowns at a question he would never have asked. Then the creature speaks in visions. Curved drow blades, crude goblin torches, gnoll teeth dripping blood. You see other mind flayers arranged in a serene circle. Absolute unity. Absolute power.
Oh.
Damn it! That tells me nothing!
Tells me a lot.
You feel Ragslin's suspicions. A true soul should never ask about the master.
What was your killer after?
Ragslin's mind is clouded by doubt, surprised once more by a question he didn't expect. Again, visions flow through you. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Gith on the hunt. They know something.
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you consider your final question.
Why were the Gith chasing the ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No, no! We're not done! Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. The damned Trow was right. Can't let her get all the glory. Seems I ain't done with you. Report to the Drow. Minthara's the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her.
Consider it done.
Praise the Absolute.
This is not the right time to fight them.
Prizes for guessing what
I think
this
he's
weapon
way too high
they're
level,
after
and
really
there's too many of his goons around.
The artifact.
If that's the case.
Maybe I can isolate him a little bit, but... not like this. So again, let's try to find Minthara. I mean, she has to be here somewhere. Everybody keeps mentioning her.
It's like libel, as in
So we're just sort of looking around, and all we see is goblins, 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 more goblins, and goblins again. Yeah. I'm curious about what to do with this thing. Then I noticed these people. That's not a goblin. So, I have to talk to them. Of course I have to.
That the jingle of coin I hear? You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous.
You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
You're no normal trader, are you? You're part of the Black Network.
Half right, sharp eyes. As then is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Weapons and other exotic goods, true enough. But most of all, we offer discretion. No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That a problem for you?
No problem at all. Let me see your wares. Now, I'm just gonna skip past all of this bartering because I spend quite a bit of time here and it's not that interesting to look at. So, I'll cut to when I'm done.
Pleasure.
And that was a little bit of shopping trip. I didn't get much because I didn't really have a lot of things to sell. But I did get the ring mail here. And unfortunately, it makes Minthara less protected. Which I find curious, but it has to be dex penalty, I assume. So, we strap on the plate again, and we give it to Shadowheart instead. Shadowheart goes up. Badoom. She now has a very magical armor, and yeah, I like this change. Except for one thing, but I don't know it at the time. That looks good on her. And a rapier +1. Now Robin's a proper fencer. Now we're just gonna sell a few things more. And of course F5, because F5 is my best friend.
Repositioning.
So, now I'm pondering what to do about these goblin leaders.
All right.
Let's
What
engage
now?
the last one.
I should speak up.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
A priestess. One of the leaders, no doubt about it. Let's make her squeal.
What's that? Tell your friend to keep quiet, or he'll lose his good eye.
Ignore him. Tell me about the Mark Priestess.
Ready for the fire, are ya?
Why should I let you brand me?
Let's the faithful recognize one another quick sharp. That way nobody'll mess with ya. And it's charged with magic. Ordinary slobs can't see it, only us that follow the Absolute. You ready? Brace yourself, this'll sting.
Actually, I'd rather not go through with this.
Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't ya? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again.
Okay, let's just push
Her
deeper.
faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Any help would be appreciated. Can we talk privately? This is a sensitive matter.
Of course. Don't want this rabble interfering with true soul business. Let's go to my chapel.
Ah, we have her
Priestess,
isolated.
we want the mark.
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough for the
If this
Absolute?
Absolute uses the tadpoles to speak to true souls, that makes them more than deviant. It makes them dangerous.
Can't slow down.
Yeah, we got her isolated. That's perfect.
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around.
F5, because F5's my best friend.
Ready to clear your head?
What exactly are you going to do?
Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell.
Change your plan. I'm going to kill you.
The Absolute will protect me. You don't stand a chance.
No holding back.
And Will's just going to Eldritch Blast because he's a monster with a cantrip. Oh, I did not see how I set myself up for that. Now I've learned I won't make that mistake again. Well, I probably will, but we'll see.
That won't work.
tenacity at least gets me 1 damage. Now, Lae'zel
Again.
misses. And takes an action surge, and at least she hits the second time. That's good. Here comes the backup. And those are nasty looking goblins. Nasty little hobbitses. Yeah. And they have a lot of buff spells and stuff. I should probably do some spell work myself too, but you know, I'm just thinking
The blade will
kill
not
this
bend.
lady before she
Making
goes
a
up.
move.
And then pull back and use line of sight against the enemy. And Will just murders everything. And here, again, pull back. And I notice she can't cast spells. And I can't figure out why.
My
I
path
need
be
a
true.
moment. But it's very obvious. It's because she's wearing heavy armor. She's not proficient with it yet. And Shadowheart goes down. And they're trying very hard to take down Robin. And Lae'zel is eating up so much damage. So I figure, okay. I gotta heal myself. And I wanna shoot. And I find an 80% shot back in the back line there, and I just take it.
Use your illithid potential.
Yeah, they say use illithid potential, but I have no idea how. Now I start looking, okay, where's my illithid abilities? And I'm like, right. So I click around the menus, trying to figure out what the voice
On the victor's
meant.
path.
I can't find it. I just end the turn, pass it on. Will comes up, and Eldritch Blast, boom. Because Will is just a powerhouse with damage.
Swift and lethal.
And then Lae'zel. And I'm debating, should I eat an attack of opportunity? Or just change in and fire an arrow? And that does it. Now, Will, standing in my way, takes a little bit of damage. That's good. This guy here, hitting the alarm drums. That's gonna make a lot of problems for me later, isn't it? And now, let's get Shadowheart back in the fight. She doesn't have a lot of health, but she's at least up. And then fire at the guy in the back. He's my best shot. And I miss. I've had two
Swift
high
as my feet can
percentage
carry me.
misses now. This is not looking good for my best.
Today you fool.
Like the best archer in England. But Will just says, screw that. I got you, buddy. Will's a powerhouse. I cannot say anything else other than he is killing stuff and he's very efficient at it. Now I'm trying to figure out what to do with Shadowheart, see if she's up and about.
I am death.
I end up just passing up. And I want to try this attack because it will deal so much damage if successful, but it's not. So, now the enemy has figured out that Will is in fact one of the more dangerous ones. Shadowheart goes down again. And now I'm starting to get assaulted from two sides. I'm gambling that Lae'zel can hold the line in melee if I can clear out the enemies. But I'm now heavily considering, what do I do here? How do I even this out? And I'm still trying to find out where is my illithid powers. And I have no clue where my illithid powers are hiding. And Will just keeps on demonstrating why he is the MVP, why he is the blade of the frontier, why he is the Goblin Slayer. Lae'zel holds the line. The enemy is trying to stop Will from doing more. And I can pepper this goblin with whatever I want, because he spent his action jumping over to me, and that's a good thing. And I can do missile snaring after a long time. And that ability is just crazy powerful. Now I'm wondering, do I eat the attack of opportunity or do I fight melee? And I'm seriously considering what to do here. And I decide to use a spell slot. And I take him down. Shadowheart is also kind of not doing very well. She's not dead, but she will be if I don't take a little bit more care of her.
On the move.
Lae'zel takes down the front line and starts chasing out for the last surviving goblin. And I decide to take Robin the same path. Except that I want to go to the other side to see if I can find a line of sight. And I do. And then I just start peppering him. And I use Missile Snaring again. It's such a great power. This item is one of the most overpowered low-level items I have come across.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
No, I'm gonna go help
light on my feet.
Shadowheart up. Once I realize that, oh, she needs my help.
I wonder what the next move is.
Now. I'm putting back the other armor. Because I need to cast spells with her. Then I notice, oh, I have level up. And here we are. Robin of Locksley has reached level 4. Normally, I would have had a feat here, but since he's only level 3 at a bard, I don't get a feat yet. I get one next level though, if I level in bard. Now, I choose Bard now because I want to get the college subclass. And I don't want College of Glamour, I want College of Swords because I want that ranged flourish. So I can start piddling out more attacks. Yes, it spends on my bardic music resources, but currently bardic music isn't used for anything else. So I might as well. And yeah, I do look at the new one, College of Valor, but I very quickly decide for College of Swords. I think it's the better one. Now, spells for level up. I do spend a little bit of time looking through the level 2 spells here because I'm not sure what to pick. As I said, this is mostly a blind playthrough, so I don't really know what's overpowered and not. I have no idea which of these abilities are considered very good, which are not good. And I'm not sure what kind of a build I'm gonna be making with Robin. If I'm making a support build or if I'm making an offensive bard. And yes, offensive bards are a thing, and no, it's not just clever wordplay. For any one of you out there who thinks that way, I know there's at least some of you. I'm friends with most of you. I think Heat Metal is a very fun spell, but I don't think it's the one I end up taking. As I said earlier in the video, it's been 2 weeks since I did this. Yeah. I can't actually remember. I think Hold Person is the spell of choice, but... Or no, maybe Invisibility was it. Yeah, Invisibility would be good for repositioning. Or maybe See Invisibility. Yeah, that might be what I picked up. And then, Fighting Style. Dueling. Yeah, we'll pick up Dueling. Because if I have to engage in melee, I will only be using a rapier anyways. So, Dueling Style it is. I was considering 2-weapon fighting, but it's not Robin of Locksley. So Dueling it is. Deception and Performance. Do I want to change this? I'm thinking of changing it to Persuasion. Yeah, I'm pondering here what is actually good. I think this is what I end up with, Performance Persuasion. I decide to just keep these spells as they are. I don't think I want to actually change any of them, although I still haven't used Heroism. Now, Lae'zel does get a feat, because she is level 4 fighter. And I think I go up and down here quite a long time before I figure out what to do. I think I end up taking Heavy Armor Master, but I will just skip ahead here and cut to when I actually choose for her. Yeah, as I said, I end up with Heavy Armor Master. simply for the +1 to strength, really. And Shadowheart is now another level of cleric. She has some cantrips coming up. I don't know what to pick. I think I just picked Blade Ward because everything else is just damage cantrip that mimics something another one already does. Or they're very specific. So I think I take Blade Ward because it's the most unique one. Prepared spells, I already seem to be set. I don't see any need to change any of that. For now. Feet. I think I get armor proficiency with heavy armor here. I'm fairly sure that's what I get on her, because I spent a lot of time reading on everything with Lae'zel. And I think I get heavily armored here just so I can use that new armor and still be able to cast spells with her. Oh, and more strength. Strength is always good. He gains a lot of new stuff at this level. The new cantrip. I don't know what these cantrips do. Booming Blade, Bone Chill, Friends. I think I pick Mage Hand or True Strike? Yeah, True Strike. And then I need to learn a new spell. I'm like, Mirror Image is a good one. Yeah, I spend a lot of time agonizing over spell choices, but I think I end up with a defensive one in Mirror Images. I think that's the best choice. And then as for feats, I'm not sure what I chose for this guy. Maybe I just got ability improvements. For charisma. Or something. Spell Sniper. Yeah, I think I took Spell Sniper only to have increased critical range with Eldritch Blasts. And then I'm like, sure, we'll take Firebolt. Don't need it, don't want it, end up having it anyways.
A hero at heart.
Now,
I love surprises.
Let's go.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Absolute's Talisman. Mind Flayer Parasite. Loot everything.
Something good here. I hope. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm just walking around here.
One day I'll
looting
catch a
goblins
break.
dry. Because, well, let's face it, that's all they're good for. Being looted. They're looters themselves. I could insert a BLM joke here now, but I'm not going to. It'll be very crude. But if you have a dirty enough mind, you don't need me to say that joke. So, I think I gave it to Lae'zel just because she doesn't have an amulet. And there's a shield here. And I'm wondering if it's better than the shield.
Shield? Yeah. Shield. Okay.
Morningstar, no, I mean Shadowheart has.
Yeah, okay.
And let's see. I end up choosing Charm here because I have no idea how these Mind Flayer powers work, and I'm thinking, both the two grayed out choices I took, they're probably passives because they read very like passives. So I figured let's take an active one this time. And so I'm pondering which one to take. But you know, you can get very far with just Charm. So that's what I do. And we will see if Charm now shows up in my abilities to use.
Wits and blades, always sharp. Take your...
And I'm like, wait a minute, didn't I prepare second level slots? And yes, I did. And then I figured out, oh, that's how it works. I'm still learning the menus in this game. Who knew?
All's well that ends, well, not as bad as it could have.
And so, here we are. Gearing up again. And thinking, okay, gotcha. What do we do from here? No idea. But then I look at the time and I realize it's been almost 2 hours, and I figure that it's a good time to stop here. We've done a lot this episode. We've gotten New Year, found Halsen, and killed one of the 3 goblin leaders. So I think I'm gonna say that's it for today. This is Big Daddy Rocker Gamer, and it's been a pleasure. See you next time.